So when Reverend Lassia asked me to speak last week, I had asked her what the topic was going to be, because we were still in September then, and she had said kaleidoscopic. And I knew exactly what I wanted to talk about. I'm a mom. What's the first word that comes to your head when you think of kaleidoscopic? Exactly what Kelby was talking about today. Your music went right into what I was going to be talking about. A kaleidoscope. And I was like, I'm going to compare our lives to a kaleidoscope. And then I realized that in my mountain of toys that I have acquired in our years of being parents, we did not have one single kaleidoscope. So I ordered a kit, and I built it. Yeah, and then it solidified even more what I was going to talk about. I was going to metaphorically compare every part that is in a kaleidoscope to our lives. I was going to talk about how the mirrors that are in here are our internal unifying centers, and the tube was going to be our external unifying centers. I was going to go all transpersonal therapy on everybody. It was awesomely planned. But you know the old saying, when we want to make God laugh, what do? We make a plan, exactly. Not that I wasn't going to talk about the same thing that we were compared to a kaleidoscope, but it was just how I was going to do it. You see, there's a new movie that's all the rage. I'm a mom, so it's on my radar because it's an animated film. And it's called K-Pop Demon Hunters. By the name, I wasn't going to watch it. I'm like, that's not my jam. I refuse to. But about after the 100th time, my children watched it, and hearing adults on social media going, adults, watch the movie. It's got a great message. It has awesome music. I broke down, and I watched it. And they were right. It is a very entertaining movie. It's lighthearted. It's funny. It's got action. But the message in the movie, we've got some echo here. The message in the movie is all about learning to accept who you really are, living in that authenticity, and then finding the power that's in that. And remember, we just got out of a month of delving into acceptance. So the message hit me. And then the music, they were right about the music. The music was great. It's poppy, it's catchy, but there's one particular song that just hit me. And it's called This Is What It Sounds Like. And it became an earwig, an ear hole, you know what I'm talking about, in my brain, and it wouldn't go away. And I'm autistic, as well as the rest of the people in my house, and I am notorious for finding a song and putting it on repeat and listening to it over and over and over again for days. The first day I listened to it, I could not listen to the song without getting emotional. Every time. And then I just grew to love it. You know, it just sounds really great, and I'm singing it all the time. But come Thursday morning, again, remember I had this whole plan of what I was going to talk about. Come Thursday morning, that song hit me in a different way. And it became very relevant to what this month is about. And if you don't mind, I'm going to sing a little bit of it. I'm just going to do it a cappella, and just a little part of the song. I'm not going to sing the whole song. So it's just a little part. Forgive me if my voice breaks. Okay. Nothing but the truth now. Nothing but the proof of what I am. The worst of what I came from. Patterns I'm ashamed of. Things that even I don't understand. I tried to fix it. I tried to fight it. My head was twisted. My heart divided. My lies all collided. I don't know why I didn't trust you to be on my side. I broke into a million pieces, and I can't go back, but now I'm seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. The scars are part of me, darkness and harmony. My voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like. Why did I cover up the colors stuck inside my head? I should have let the jagged edges meet the light instead. Show me what's underneath, I'll find your harmony. Fearless and undefined, this is what it sounds like. So needless to say, it went right into what this month was going to be about. And so I got emotional all over again. Why? Because most of us never want to look inside our kaleidoscope. We know the parts that are in here, for the most part. We know that there are big chunks, and there are dirty pieces and rusty trinkets, some broken and some shattered pieces. And we walk around not wanting to look inside, completely ashamed and angry, sad. We get depressed, and we don't even like that feeling. So we'll do things like create our own coping skills, or fall into bad habits, addictions, avoidance. Maybe we'll even go to therapy, and they'll help us decorate the outside of it so that we can at least kind of look pretty, right? Because to actually look through that itty-bitty piece is hard. It's easier to focus on everything that's around. It's easier to focus on the outside. It's easier to focus on the circumstances that maybe dropped some of those big chunks in us. It's easier to focus on the people that maybe broke some of those pieces. It's even easier for me to look in the mirror and hate myself for the parts that I put in there. Because I know when I look down into this, it's not pretty. It's dark, it's ugly. I've let the outside world's voice become my inner voice and tell me that there is absolutely nothing beautiful that can come out of this. It's useless. And it's so hard to look inside, and I definitely cannot show this to anybody else. If I let you see what was inside my kaleidoscope, you couldn't love me. I can't show my partner, I can't show my friends, because then they would know the truth. They would know what I know. It's worthless. It's useless. I can't let anybody see inside of this because I don't even want to look inside. But do you see the problem? Kaleidoscopes only function properly when directed at the light. When I can start to say, this is my life. These are all of the pieces that make me. And I can connect to God. I can connect to divine source, to light, to love. I can start to see some of these pieces clearly. And I'm not saying it's pretty. In fact, the more that we can focus ourselves through divine love and see those parts come out, the more things that we can start to even change. I can start to see the pieces that, maybe I should go back to therapy and actually do it truthfully and break up some of those stones. Maybe I can do some shadow work and shake it up and expose some of those other things to light. Maybe I can draw some boundaries, walk away from some people that they just keep on putting undesirable trinkets in us. I might be able to polish up some of the stones that are in here if I can learn to forgive some of those people. And I definitely could probably exchange some of those pieces if I learn to forgive myself. See, we're never going to get rid of all of the pieces. We're humans. We're going to go through life and we're going to put things in us. We're going to take things out. We're going to polish things. If you didn't, your kaleidoscope would be boring. But the more that we learn to connect to God, connect to our source, let that love in, you get to see some really cool patterns. You start to notice that there's infinite possibilities. Infinite possibilities in you. No pattern's the same. I can start to turn the dial and start to see beautiful pieces. In fact, as I do this, I start to enjoy. I enjoy it. I start to enjoy my own life. I start to love myself. And then the beautiful thing comes in. That thing that I was so scared of letting anybody else see. The parts that it's ugly, the things that I thought were useless. Maybe you'd like to see it. Maybe through light, through love, you can start to see the beauty in me. Maybe my kaleidoscope can actually give you joy. Maybe you can even be inspired by my kaleidoscopic life. Thank you.